All right, here we go. This is going to be a look at Michael Warrecker. Can I rape you anally? What a screen name, Michael. Can I rape you anally? This is him from the Long Beach, California sting. Pretty good predator actually. He's not. I don't consider him top tier, but he is a well-remembered predator. He is a guy, one that I actually like quite a bit. And there's been like a lot of, I don't know if there's been a lot of renewed interest in Michael Warrecker recently or not, but there's been some sort of, it just feel like now is the right time to do it. I don't know why. Maybe because I have to stay inside all day now, and he's a vampire, and that's kind of what they do, right? I don't know. I'm not into all that vampire shit, but let's get into it right here. Michael Warrecker.
Now, that's our avalanche. That's our 1230, Mike, 29 years old.
We've always been aware that the men coming into our
Frag sounds so excited that Michael Warrecker is showed up, and I like that. I like his enthusiasm. I like his energy. I want to do that when just when I'm driving, in the middle of the road, I see like a Honda Civic pulling up to my right. I'll be like, damn, that's our Civic. That's our Civic right there. Fucking license plate G6429 whatever. That's him. That's just what I would like to do. That's just what I would like to do. That's our 1230 Honda Civic. All right, let's go.
Cover houses could be dangerous.
Now stay there. We don't want to send you out yet. We just don't.
But as we set up our To Catch a Predator operation in Long Beach, California, the very first man who arrives has us especially worried.
Man, save the worst
Here
for,
he comes. He's coming.
for the
Head
best.
to position 3.
29-year-old Michael Warrecker,
right away.
an unemployed computer technician, uses
This is quite the outfit, man. I mean, not that there's
screen.
anything inherently wrong with it on the surface, but go back a little bit, man.
especially
These
worried.
cargo pants, shorts, whatever the hell they are. I can't even get a good fucking frame of it.
The very
Hang on.
first man
Like, he's wearing cargo pants or shorts that might as well be pants. I don't know why that was ever a look. Like that might be like I think that was in the mid, around this time period, the mid 2000s. That kind of became like a look that people did. They wore shorts that were, went 80% down the leg, and then they just stopped. I don't know why that was ever a thing. Might as well just be wearing pants, right? I don't know. But it's a bit ominous also. He's wearing a black shirt. And it's not it's not bad on its own to be wearing a black shirt. It's whatever. But you think about what he was going to do. He's a vampire. He's a complete creep like that. He wanted to cut the girl, suck on the blood. He wanted to do all of that. And it's just a little bit ominous and eerie that he's wearing black along with it, because black kind of gives off, hey, we're going to a funeral, someone's going to die, someone is dead, so something like that. It's like, it's a little bit, I don't think he intentionally wore that on purpose, but I'm just saying, it kind of is weird that he's wearing black as he's going to a place where he wanted to cut somebody and suck on their blood. It's a bit interesting. All right, let's keep going.
has us especially worried.
Whoa, hold on. Here he comes. He's coming. Head to position 3.
29-year-old Michael Warrecker, an unemployed computer technician, uses the frightening screen name, Can I Rape You Anally? He thinks he's coming to meet a girl who said she was 13.
Okay, open up the door.
What Warrecker apparently doesn't know is he's really been chatting with an adult decoy from Perverted Justice. That's an online watchdog group Dateline uses as a consultant to do what it normally does.
This
Go
is all
into chat
intro.
rooms, mostly on Yahoo and
I should probably
AOL,
skip some
set
of
up
this,
computer
but it's too
profiles,
late now.
and in this case, pretend to be children under the age of 14 who are interested in sex.
Okay, that's cool.
In his online chat, Warrecker tells the
Just right away, that pic is completely different than his actual, what he looks like. He's a lot thinner here. He looks a bit more sane. I mean, he's kind of staring off into one direction and the camera's going the other way. It's kind of weird, but he looks a lot more normal here as opposed to what he looks like at this moment. He's fucking huge. This guy is fucking huge, man. He is a huge fucking guy.
decoy, maybe we should hook up, and says he would like to have anal sex with her. The decoy says, ouch, I think that would
Ouch.
hurt a lot. Warrecker responds, yeah, but
What
it's
a
a good pain,
fucking
you know.
asshole. And yes, yeah, I mean, this guy, yeah, you can see how different he looks right away there. Fucking huge. This guy is fucking huge, man. But he's like, oh yeah, but it's a nice pain, you know. Oh, give me a break. Shut up. You're just gonna say.
Now,
You're just gonna say. In that
Warrecker
case,
is
you're
at the
gonna
door.
say whatever you want to hear, right? You're just gonna be like, oh yeah, it's a nice pain. It doesn't hurt that much, you know. It's because you're getting rammed by me, you know. He just wants to say whatever he can to make his fantasy a reality.
Hi, how you doing?
Being met by a youngish-looking
My
18-year-old
God.
decoy.
Oh my
playing the
god,
girl
he's
who
fucking huge. I mean, I know I've said it like 2 times already, but just even when compared to this decoy, I mean, the decoy is small, fair enough, but man, he's a fucking giant compared to her. And this decoy is horrible. Is I think one of the worst. I think she is one of the worst, and I don't know what the hell she's wearing. We were talking about what he was wearing. What is this woman wearing here, man? Yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
supposed to be home alone.
Can you sit down?
And it's time for me to have a chat with him.
We had a lot of
Though my arrival doesn't seem to faze him one bit.
This is punk.
And then he sits down like,
What are you doing here?
are you what a fucking asshole, man. First of all,
To faze him one bit.
This is punk, right?
this is punch, right?
What are you
Oh, this is punch, right? So, he doesn't say this, but I wish he was saying it because it would be fucking hilarious. But I wish he said, some people have speculated that he says, oh, this is punked, right? Like Punked, that old MTV show starring Ashton Kutcher, right? This is punked, right? No, he says this is punch, right? But it would have been a lot funnier, I think, if he said, oh, this is punked. But yeah, I mean, then he sits down like, oh, we're just hanging out. But right away,
doing here?
but when I first saw this, and I still think it today, as I'm watching it right now, Fat Joshua Homme. If you don't know Joshua Homme, guitar player, singer of one of the best bands of all time, Queens of the Stone Age. This guy is like just the fatter version of him. So I still think that every single time I see this, though. I've seen this so many times at this point. I still think, oh, this is Fat Joshua Homme. Best band in the world, Queens of the Stone Age. Definitely top 3 best band of all time. In my unbiased opinion. Completely unbiased opinion. But yeah, this is punked, right? This is punch, right? And he gets his stupid face.
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
Hanging
Yes.
out.
And I knew that this was a setup because this was too convenient for this.
What was too convenient?
A chat room and just talking about everything that she did.
Yeah, and it's funny because that's what these decoys do. They just agree with everything. They say what the guy wants to hear. Boom, no ifs, ands, buts. Yeah, you know, I'm a 13-year-old virgin girl, all right? I haven't even had my first kiss yet, let's say. Oh yeah, but you can come over here, fucking rape me in the ass, cut me a little bit, suck on my blood. Yeah, that's fine. Who cares? That's like you have to know that something is up, right? You have to know that, right? But no, this guy. But still, even this asshole too is just like, oh yeah, I knew it was a setup. Yet he comes in with a fucking goodie bag, a goodie bag of stuff, you know. Oh, chips, some Gatorade, some chocolate, and he brought some fucking DVDs. Like, it's like he's a regular Santa Claus, right? It's like, he says, oh yeah, I knew this was a setup, but I still brought some goodie bags and everything, you know, here we go.
How old was this so-called person you were talking to?
She said she was 13, but...
She said she was 13. And
Yeah,
how
she
old
did
are
not
you?
look at that. I'm 29.
And you thought it was okay to come over here and meet a 13-year-old girl at the age of 29?
And hang out, yeah.
That's all you're going to do was hang out?
That's what I told her, yes.
But yes, I like the way he speaks, man. He doesn't enunciate. He doesn't. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like he's mumbling, you know? Yeah, let's hang it out. Yeah, that's what I told her. Yeah, like speak up. Open your mouth. Open your nostrils a little bit when you speak. Speak from your diameter. Ah.
Remember, we have his chat log, where he writes to someone who says she's a 13-year-old female, "I like rape." She responds, "Creepy." Warrecker explains that he doesn't...
I mean, it's only funny, right? It's only funny because this isn't real, right? That's why this is funny. If this was a real thing and he's actually saying it to a real 13-year-old female, that'd be horrible. Fine, it'd be horrible, right? I'd be sobbing every night. But just because that's something that he says, "I like rape," and then creepy. And no person would react like that. No person would continue to talk to this guy. What the fuck? It's like you have to know that it was a setup. But no, they don't ever know. Fuck them.
Doesn't really want to rape her, just rough sex. "I'd want you to resist and pretend you didn't want it and stuff."
What kind of a guy has a screen name, "Can I Rape You Anally"?
I guess responsible.
I fucking love that line. It gets responses. I love that line so much. It's just going for the shock value, going all in. You know, I'm just going to throw everything into the wind, you know. I'm going to just be a complete, go for the shock factor to get people to talk to me. That's a good choice. But not when it's "Can I rape you anally?" Ah! It's so great. I do love that line, though. Oh, it gets responses. But they cut out the full line. I'm a little pissed that they didn't include the full line in this. It's not like the back half of this interview isn't even that great after he says, "Oh, it gets responses." It's not that great afterwards. So I don't know why they didn't keep in the full line where he says, "I got a guy thing here, okay? I mean, we all have our fetishes, okay?" Let me try to pull it up. Fuck that. We'll go with we'll switch things up here. Give me 1 sec. All right, so here we go. This is the best part. The best version of this is when he says, "Hey, yeah, I got a guy thing here." Okay, so this is the footage right here. So let's do it.
A got a guy thing here. Okay?
Got a guy.
Or like we all have our fetishes.
And Chris Hansen's face. Oh, it's fucking great. Oh, it's so great. I fucking love it. I love this guy. I love his fucking stupid hand motions. Oh, I fucking went back too far, I think.
Got a guy.
Yeah.
How do you come up with that?
A got a guy thing here.
I love the hand motions and his eye movement. Oh, I fucking love it. I love his fucking hand motions.
How do you come up with that?
Yeah.
A got a guy thing here.
Love
Okay?
it. I love the hand. I love the hand gestures. I love it. And he just goes, "Hey, I got a guy. Got a guy. I can explain it to you. You'll understand. You're a guy, right? So we'll understand together."
Yeah. Or like we all have our fetishes.
Okay.
Okay?
I love it. I love it. I love everything about that clip. Is so great. It's so great. One more time, just to see it.
How do you come up with that?
A got a guy thing here. Okay?
Got a guy.
Yeah. Or like we all have our fetishes. Okay?
And Chris Hansen's immediate reaction is gold, and he coughs. He coughs. It gets all smug. Oh, you know, I just coughed and I didn't cover my mouth. And even with all this shit that's going on, even if I'm just here by myself, I'm gonna put hand sanitizer on and wash my hands, of course, after I'm done with that. But still, I coughed. Didn't feel right. All right, give me 1 sec. We're gonna go back to the older footage now. All right, here we go. Back with the regular footage here.
Rape is funny.
No.
Then why would you do this?
It's just something that I like to put myself into that role and talk about. You know?
Warrecker also...
The joke is obvious there. Role play in chat room, right? The joke is obvious there. I didn't want to say it, but I'm just gonna say it. There you go.
online if he could tie the girl down while they're having sex. And it gets scarier when he goes on to add, "I might want to cut you a little. Suck on your breath."
He just puts the laugh out loud at the end, right? The laugh out loud at the end to just to make it seem a little bit more harmless, right? To put the LOL at the end. What a fucking clown. Oh yeah, it's okay. I'm just gonna pull out some of this one of the most bizarre requests on this entire show. But I'm gonna throw the LOL at the end. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. It's okay. Oh, it's fucking great. Oh, and this guy, fucking vampire shit. I knew a girl who was into that vampire shit. but it wasn't because of Twilight though. Yeah, I don't know, just fucking had that as an interest. I don't know why. Whatever. I'm not judging or anything. But it's something weird. It's like every school, right, has that one girl who's like into witchcraft and and vampire shit. Yeah, my school had one. That's just what I'm saying. But this guy, speaking of Twilight was probably the best thing that happened to this guy. At least when the film came out. This is so gross, but I'm gonna say it anyway. When did that film come out? 2008? 2007? When the fuck did that come out? Whenever it came out. 2008, let's say. This guy was already a registered sex offender, right? But at least when that film came out, it was some vampire shit. You know, you could talk about cutting and sucking on blood. And he also got to fap to an underage girl. No, I'm not going to say it. He got to mix everything that he likes in life into one thing. I never saw Twilight. I don't even know what that shit's about, really. I just know there's a vampire, Team Edward, Team Jacob. Right? It was Jacob, right? The werewolf one? Yeah, that was Jacob. And the guy who played Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter was in it. That's the only thing I know about it. And Kristen Stewart was in it, of course. But yeah, that I don't know much about it, so fuck it. But I'm just gonna say, oh yeah, it combines everything that he likes, like vampires, sucking and cutting on blood, and young girls. Let's continue.
A trait that I look for is, they enjoy a little bit of pain here and there,
You've had girl friends who enjoy a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
Well, how many times have you had a conversation like this and actually met somebody to fulfill this rape fantasy?
No.
Never.
No. I just thought it'd be cool, to hang out because I
thought it'd be cool to come over here after having a chat that went somewhat like this. So if I wanted to bend you over and just shove it in your and it hurt pretty bad, you wouldn't do anything, would you? Yeah, I would scream and try to hit you. Well, you act like this is some big joke here.
Well, sir,
I mean, these are your words, not mine. I'm not making this up, right? This is the stuff you said.
That's correct.
To somebody who said she was a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And he was going to try to explain himself, but he got cut off by Chris Hansen. He's like, sir. And then Chris Hansen kept speaking, so he never got to explain himself. He was going to try to defend himself. Oh, it's online. He was going to pull the Jeff Stacey, the classic. It's online. The internet and real life are two different things. He was going to try to pull that card. It was just, you could see it coming a mile away that was what he was going to try to say. But, yeah, it didn't work out.
What do you do for a living?
Actually, right now, I'm unemployed. I got a small inheritance a year ago and sort of took a break, but I'm almost out of money now.
Time to get back to work.
Back to work.
I fucking love that, too. He fucking got an inheritance. And he just, instead of, the rational thing to do would be to invest it, save it a little bit. If you don't need the money, that is. If you have a job or whatever, a steady job or whatever. The smart, rational thing to do is to save it, invest it. But this fucking guy is just like, nah, I'm just gonna piss it all away, become the worst version of myself, piss it all away, take a break, quit my job, fuck that, sit on my ass all day, typing on vampirefetishes.com, and fucking, yeah, we're gonna do that. I greatly respect it. I would love to do that. Just fucking give me a bunch of money, fuck everything else, sit on my ass all day, doing nothing. Just piss the money away, too. Don't spend it on unnecessary shit that nobody needs. I'd love to fucking do that. This guy fucking lived the dream. But now he's gonna get fucking arrested. Sit in jail. Oh, it's quite a different life. From one life to another one, right? But yeah, I respect it. Pissing through the inheritance. That's great.
Warrecker tells me he's brought along a scary movie to watch with the girl.
Yeah.
A video camera and lubricant.
And a video cam.
Is this any way for a 29-year-old man to behave?
No.
You ever watch Dateline NBC?
Sometimes.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to pick up young boys and girls online for sex. If there's anything else you want to tell us about why you're here and what you've been doing, we'd like to hear it. If not, you're clearly free to walk out the door you came in.
And just outside, the Long Beach police are getting into position.
Hands up in here.
He is charged with an attempted
There's
lewd
a
act
dog in
upon
the
a
background.
child.
It's barking like no tomorrow. It's fucking annoying. Shut up, dog.
Under California law, attempting to have sex with someone under the age of 14 is a
Bye-bye,
felony,
Mike.
punishable by up to 4 years in prison.
Bye-bye, Mike.
Warrecker pleaded no contest. He's the first in a long line of men who will be arrested by the Long Beach Police Department over the next 3 days.
Fucking fat Josh Homme. I see it
Line
so
of
much.
men.
Fat
No
Joshua
contest.
Homme. Look at this.
He's
fucking
the
guy,
first
man.
in a long line of men who will be arrested by the Long Beach Police Department over the next 3 days.
Oh man, but you know what? I don't think this had the best line in it. Either that or I missed it. I'm gonna go back and look through that other footage to see if that best line, one of the best lines in TCAP, is here. Let me go back and look for it. Hang on one sec. Shit. All right, I got it. One of the best lines. This line never really was that funny to me until very recently. I've been watching. Like a couple weeks ago, I watched this again for the first time in a while, and this line was fucking great. I made me fucking laugh my ass off so bad here. In my opinion, one of the more underappreciated lines too. But yeah, here we go. Just take a listen.
Well, and I
Not
can
this
say
part.
I'm,
Right after
you
this
know,
part.
We're at 12.
Right here.
You say, no, I'm not a rapist. Laugh out loud. I just like it. I never
That is a fucking great line. No, I'm not a rapist. Laugh out loud. I just like it. That's a great line being read by somebody like Chris Hansen. If Chris Hansen wasn't reading that line, it wouldn't be that great. It's just because in the context in which Chris Hansen is saying it, it's something ridiculous. It's something that you could only ever say on the internet, right? But hearing it in person, fucking somebody speak it into my ears, is just so great. You don't hear that type of talk anywhere except for on TCAP. Another reason to love TCAP. You don't hear some of this stuff in any other context in life. But you get to hear it now. I just want to listen to it one more time.
say, no, I'm not a rapist. Laugh out loud. I just like it. I never actually do it unless the chick wanted me to act it out or something.
And I'm insane. I know I'm insane. But now, we all know I'm insane. I recite these lines all the time, right? I've said that multiple times, right? But in this circumstance, the past couple of days or so, instead of, doing my usual, oh, gods, I gotta do something because I can't do this. Instead of doing those, my crazy fucking ass is now going around my house reciting, no, I'm not a rapist, laugh out loud. I just like it. That's what my crazy ass is doing. And now, if anyone ever heard that, I'd have to explain so much I'd have to explain. And it's just like, once I explain that, oh, it's from this, I'd have to explain, oh, I watch so much TCAP, I'm insane about TCAP, I'd have to do all of that. Just too much explanation. It's fucking great, though. Oh, no, I'm not a rapist. Laugh out loud. I just like it. And I say it like that, too. That's not how Chris Hansen says it. That's the way I say it. Hoo-wee. All right, should do it, though. For Michael Warrecker, the fucking vampire predator. Can I rape you anally? That's it. So, hope you enjoyed. Until next time, that'll do it. So, until next time, I'll see you guys later.